I guess you guys know about the Michigan board blocking the certification of the abortion rights ballot measure. It was thrown to the, it's going to get thrown to the Michigan Supreme Court. Michigan Board of State Canvassers, they were deadlocked 2-2, 2 Democrats, 2 Republicans, which I figured this was going to happen anyhow. But they said that the reason why was because of wording and formatting errors. And the Eric Doster, who's the Citizens to Support Michigan Women and Children, which is a joke, because he's on the fascist side. He said nonsense cannot be put in the Michigan Constitution. Actual words are required. So I guess they're having to reformat this, and it's going to the Supreme Court. This thing has gotten over like 750,000 signatures from all 83 counties.
Yeah.
And so it far exceeded the 425,000 qualified. So yeah, we got to put this on the ballot. I mean, I feel bad for the red states. They really don't have a chance for, the people that run their state. But Michigan, man, they just, thank God for Whitmer. I know she's kind of establishment, but she did, she's done some good things here.
She's been very strong in terms of,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
She's been very strong in terms of abortion. And I suspect that, particularly in the wake of Roe v. Wade, that if I was on, sports trading or trading sports or whatever, trade, I don't know, that the odds of her running for president and winning have probably gotten a little bit tighter, I would imagine. And I would not be surprised.
I mean, she did the, we had this little thing with the in auto insurance and stuff. She gave us back like $600 per vehicle, with that with that no fault insurance stuff going on here. So yeah, she's become very popular. So.
Appreciate the call.
Yeah, bye.
Do not underestimate the sort of sense that someone from the Midwest, who needs to be the candidate. I think that is, and this is, I don't know if Biden's going to run or not, but we'll see. Calling from a 516 area code. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Howdy, I'm Mark Crew. This is Lux from Long Island.
Lux from Long Island?
Lux. First off, congratulations to Emma on the show. If you ever cover soccer, I will call in every single day.
I look forward to learning more about soccer for sure.
Oh, please cover it. But secondly, I had a question that kind of goes back a while. You guys were talking about this right around the time of the decision of Roe v. Wade. And Sam, you made a really good point that messaging-wise, the Republicans have been, for the most part, very lockstep. And in terms of just like messaging campaign, they're like 15 years ahead of just the left in general, and especially like the Democratic Party, which is pulled in so many directions. I mean, what would be your, I guess, outlook or like prescription to try to create some type of coherent narrative to kind of, I guess, pull more people in? Because we're seeing a bump because of the crazy Roe v. Wade overturning. But I don't know if that's going to last beyond the cycle necessarily with the amount of fervor it's getting.
I mean, the problem that the Democrats have, and that, like, I think, they are made up of basically liberals who I think definitionally do not have the intense interest in government. They're not, ideological in the sense that, like, let's say leftists are. And so they just want government to just operate. And unless there's a reason why it takes like a Trump or it takes like a Dobbs case to increase participation. I don't think there's a need or that the solution is bringing more people into the Democratic Party per se. I think, like, if you look at the just sheer numbers, you're in, fairly decent shape. The point is, how do you get those people who already agree with you to go out and vote? And it appears that for a big cohort of Democratic voters on an off-year election, there needs to be some immediate threat. The Republicans are very good at creating an ongoing threat to whatever it is that they're doing. And that is because I think of the nature of conservatism. You know, like I just don't think you're going to get Democrats to come out because, you know, a caravan is going to, maybe take their lake house in Minnesota. Or, I mean, you could just go through it. I mean, it's been like this for decades. There's always some new threat on the horizon. Gay people, gay marriage, trans people, Muslims, immigrants, and if it's not the terrorists, I mean, it's always something, right? CRT, critical race theory is coming for us. It just goes on and on and on. They have a never ending supply of boogeymen because their people, their voters are inclined to want a boogeyman. And so whether it's, women leaving the kitchen, getting jobs, you could just go on and on and on. There is, I think, look, there's been clinical work done that shows that 25% of North Americans are right-wing authoritarians. And I think they respond to this. Appreciate the call. So in other words, I'm not sure there is going to be a broad message beyond like, this is what happens when Republicans get in office. With that said, Biden, he didn't relieve as much student debt as I would have liked.
There are still wins.
Would have been optimal. But there are, he did what he said he would do on the campaign trail. He said he was going to do $10,000 worth of debt. He has. And he's only halfway through his term. So there could be other things that he could do. But the bottom line is, in addition to Republicans are a huge threat, there's at least some attempt to deliver some material benefits for people. And those efforts should be more successful in the future. I mean, they need to be, but that's the way I think it goes. Electorally, to bring people out, you need to remind them of what Republicans are going to take away from them. To keep a significant cohort of the Democratic Party engaged, you need to provide them with material benefits. I mean, I think that's the formula. It's not one or the other.